Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? I just really want to get into this for Love is Blind, okay? First of all, Bowden was a Leo, Marissa's Aquarius, and Ramses is a Cancer, right? All this Cancer, Cancer, Leo, Leo, whatever. I don't even want to get into that. 'Cause she definitely brought that up, though. The Cancer, Cancer, Leo, she cracked the code. Ciao. First of all, I want to talk about her not picking this man, okay? First of all, Bowden and her seem like they were more compatible. I've heard that he has a lot of BS surrounding his name right now, that, all these allegations are coming out about him, allegedly. Child, I don't want to even get into that, but I'm hearing different things about that, so the smoke hasn't cleared about Bowden, but I think connection wise, they was absolutely amazing. Oh my God. I felt like Ramses or Rams and her had more of a brother sister type of energy. Maybe that's why she picked him. Maybe she felt like he was more family. He felt more familiar to her. But I liked her better with Bowden. I just did. But when she got that connection with Ramses, I think she felt something in her cooch and she just dropped Bowden like a bad habit. But her connection to me was stronger to him. They both had like backgrounds that were just so equal. Like both of them, just the military background, both of them just it seemed like they were just on the same page about a lot of things. But my eyes raised up when she said that she dated a Trump supporter for a long period of time. And I'm like, that wasn't telling you, like for you, just as a person of color, like why? In my humble opinion, I don't know. Like, I just felt like that's intense, okay? That's intense, sis. And that made me feel as though like she bypasses red lights. She just does. Like you see a red flag and you're bypassing and she runs past those red flags like they Six Flags, okay? Like it's green lights. They just passing. Like she don't see things the way the rest of the world does. She don't see like, oh, this could potentially not be right. She's not seeing that. She's seeing like, well, there's potential here. This could go good. I don't know what she be looking at. But child, when she said that, I side-eyed like real quick, like, girl, what? You be dating who? Girl, what? A Trump supporter. Sister, what? Like, And when it comes down to her and Ramses, I have this TikToker that I completely wholeheartedly agree with when she talks about them, because this woman is just saying a lot of the sentiments that I feel in my heart when it comes to her and Ramses. Like, I just feel like he is full of ish. I think he has this exterior that's so put together and so sweet and so kind, and he's so handsome. And the hippie little hair thing is cute. It's funny to me. I was not here for Marissa's mom taking shots at Ramses. I wanted to slap her mama though. But I think this person just says a lot of what I feel. I'm gonna play the clip right here so y'all can see what I mean.
Ramsey from Love is Blind Season 7 is not the person he is portraying to be. The way that he is reacting regarding her not wanting to go on birth control and her being like, you're gonna have to wear condoms, that's scary. Like, that is genuinely scary, the way he's just like, well, it has to be enjoyable for me. Even though he just said to her, I understand that birth control can like affect your health and your mood and your well-being. But the moment she was like, yeah, we'll just have to use condoms, he didn't care about her health, her well-being, her what? That is weird. The other thing about him that really irks me is he knew she was ex-military. And I totally agree with the way he thinks about the military. But going in that this girl is ex-military, like 8 years in the military, came from a military family. And you're like, you're a bad person because of that. Like, why would you choose her then? Because you clearly judge her for that past, so why would you choose her? That's unfair to her. That's weird. And now with the whole birth control thing, like, there has been red flag after red flag after red flag. And honestly, the first red flag I got from him was the way that he was, like, repeatedly insecure in the pods. I'm fine with men, talking about their vulnerabilities, but there was something about the way he brought up being insecure that set off a red flag for me, because his entire demeanor was different. And I just was like, oh, this is going to end up bad. So I really don't think they're going to last. And I think both of them, especially Marissa, keeps like acting like it's rainbows and butterflies when you can see it in her eyes when she's like defending the relationship to her friends and family. You can tell she is on edge. You can tell that she's like, please don't ask anymore. Don't, you know what I mean? It's just not good. I don't think it's going to last. And for her sake, I hope it doesn't.
Now, I don't know if she just was so demonetized that she just completely ignored all of the red flags that it was just all about that D and it was just hitting like no other, that she just completely ignored it. But I don't know. I just think that they are just not aligned. I think that her and Bowden was more aligned military wise. They're more like, they're just their values and their outlooks and just how they saw certain things. But when it came down to Ramses, they really, other than the sexual tension and her really wanting him to ram her, she didn't have nothing in common with him. Like, I don't know, like as far as morals and like perspective and things that they want and how he just handled things, I just think that they just both was very different, you know. And I think that she just was not seeing it. Like, she just was so like demonetized, child. She didn't really see how they just did not fit in other areas. And sometimes love is truly blind. Okay, she might just pick him because the love is blind. But I think that, like, I love them together. They look beautiful together. The chocolate of it all, oof, just looks so good together. I love that. But I just think that just life choices or life perspective or how they align is just not equivalent. Like, they're not equal as far as their, like, how they match up. I just don't see it. And also, I wanted to include this because all of this stuff about signs, she's a Aries, he's a Cancer, okay? So Aries and Cancer can have a long, successful relationship if they are devoted to each other, and work through their differences. So there are differences. I don't know. We're going to keep going. They say that Aries and Cancer can admire each other's qualities, with Cancer appreciating Aries' bright spirit and Aries' cravings, Cancer's warm heart. You know, like, basically, like, Aries like how Cancer has a warm heart, how Cancer is so amazing and all of that. She loves that about him, how much he's so, kind and all of that. And then they say, like, positive, affectionate and passionate and affectionate, right? So Aries can be protective of their Cancer's partner, while Cancer can provide gentle affection, right? They say that when it comes down to trustworthiness, Aries and Cancer are likely to disagree about each other's faithfulness. Okay, it's gonna get crazy. They say that each partner can provide what the other needs, making for a just an equal, amazing marriage if they were to, get married. And Aries can help Cancer develop to be more loving, while Cancer can help Aries get out of their, their shell, right? However, when it comes down to Aries and Cancer in relationships, it can be challenging. Just the negative aspect of it. Aries is a fire sign. And they may struggle in relationships with water signs like Cancer. Aries may feel like smothered by the emotional nature of the water sign. She'll feel smothered at some point. And water signs may feel confined by the practical nature of a earth sign. Aries and Cancer may also have difficulty with pleasure and may impulsively and conversations. Well, I don't know about pleasure, child, because these two been doing it and doing it and doing it well. But yes, so they're gonna clash. They have clashes.
The one couple that's Aries and a Cancer on Love is Blind, this is usually how an Aries and a Cancer connection starts off. It starts off like it's good. It starts off emotionally fulfilling. It starts off, the physical attraction is usually there. Sex is on point, all that. But the problem that happens with a Cancer and an Aries connection is when conflict walks into the room. They handle conflict completely different, and that's so important, like, because conflict is going to arise and you have to be in sync with your partner to get through those things, and they're just fundamentally very different. They just are. Like, it starts off on a high. It usually starts off like this because Cancer has intense emotions and so does an Aries, so you would think like, oh, but like, I feel like Aries and Cancer make better friends, just long term, but even as for friends. When a Cancer feels something, they feel like it's law. They lead with their emotions. Aries leads more with logic. So I feel like long term, not fundamentally compatible, but I mean, look, it's fire for a little while. It's okay for a little while. I see these two in a relationship where Aries is kind of taking the wheel and Cancer is the one supporting, but it's in a very like nurturing, high vibrational way. Aries has some ideas, they want to go for it. Cancer brings in the intuition and is like, this is when we should go for it. These are the signs. This is what we should do. I think the two of them could really have a beautiful life together, assuming there aren't any power struggles inside of the relationship. So then what about the bad when one of them is living in their lower vibration and the other is in their highest vibration? Aries is living in their lower expression. This is a rather pushy energy. They can be pretty destructive, rather argumentative, and you have sweet, sensitive, soft, nurturing, warm, protective Cancer up here in their highest vibration, probably being torn apart by Aries in their lower vibration. On the other hand, when Cancer is the one living in their lower vibration, they're a little bit moody, borderline depressive energy, rather clingy energy, and rather dependent energy. And you have Aries in their highest expression, trying to get things going, getting the project off the ground, self-starting, self-initiating. And Aries in the higher expression will likely feel like Cancer is just like a weight clinging to them when Cancer is in the lower expression. In the lowest vibration, this is not a good match. You have destructive, argumentative Aries against a very dependent and clingy Cancer, borderline depressed Cancer. And I think there's potential like for some serious like power dynamics inside of this. You have like a very kind of sensitive, dependent Cancer on a destructive, argumentative Aries.
Now, on the flip side, let's talk about Aries and Leo, because this, like, honestly, it's a great match, like I've been saying. So Aries and Leos are highly compatible signs because they are both fire signs and share many traits, okay? They have a mutual respect. So Leos and Aries have a strong foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Aries appreciates Leo's confidence. Leo appreciates Aries' assertiveness. They are like great communication, have like both of them great communicators. Aries and Leo can quickly connect and have a initial like just understanding of each other's thoughts and you know, like their instincts and everything. Like they get each other. They can be great problem solvers and communicators, like in a relationship. They are adventurous. Both of them are outgoing signs who have fun together. They can create art together. They share like similar memories, and we've seen that on the show. Both of them are passionate. They are both like just energetic, and you know, they're extroverted. They can have like powerful feelings for each other like very quickly. You know, they fall very quick. Aries and Leo both are competitive and independent. They both need to make their own mark on the world and don't like anyone like stealing just their shine. And both Aries and Leo are prone to dramatics and power struggles. They can have like rash tempers and tender egos. So even like minor conflicts can turn into big issues. But Aries and Leo like can have like just an amazing, like just wonderful relationship. And also when it comes down to like raising children, they make great parents. They work together. They communicate very well. Their strengths are like conjoined. Like they have just an amazing combination. So I really feel as though she should have given, you know what I'm saying, that man a chance.
Let's talk about the Aries and Leo combination. When it comes to certain zodiac sign combinations, you have outliers, people who get to know each other through hate, people that go from love to hate, and then people who start off with just pure love. Aries and Leo make a particular pairing because they're best friend zodiac signs. Every time there's an Aries around, they could spot a Leo in the crowd like that, and vice versa. Leo needs Aries' stubborn, argumentative nature to keep Leo in check because Leo's friends are fake, and Leo's always loyal to the wrong person. Not saying being loyal to Aries is a good thing, but for Leo it's not. And Aries can benefit from Leo's ever-wavering loyalty. Leo doesn't choke when it's time to ask who they stand by, who they stand behind. If Leo feels like you don't stand with them, Leo's gone. And Aries likes that type of cutthroat nature about Leo because it keeps Aries on their toes. Now the arguments are crazy because the fire sign energy. I feel like if Leo wanted to fight or Aries wanted to fight, they wouldn't stop each other. But it never gets that way with them. Unfortunately, when it comes to a relationship, there is a line drawn in the sand because Aries and Leo can't do both. And it's just a deciding factor if they want to be in a relationship together and risk losing their lifelong friendship, or give it a chance and be lifelong best friend relationship partners.
Next is going to be Leo and Aries compatibility. These two are the perfect fucking match. I can't really even say anything bad about these two because I have never heard about a Leo and Aries not working out or not being functional with each other. I just never heard. Now, these two may have times where they may get into it or they may fall out, but let me tell you something. I want to make this very fucking clear. If you see a Leo and an Aries beefing, do not get in the middle of it because the only thing that's going to happen is they're going to eventually end up being back friends, or if they're in a relationship getting back together, and they're going to dog you out. Leo and Aries are very loyal to each other, and these two can also fall very fast for each other. Also, Aries give Leo that independence. Aries are the type of people to cheer Leos on. Aries doesn't see Leos as attention seeking. They see Leos as being the baddest bitch or the fine king. Like, that's how they see it. They don't see it as they're just showing off. Aries is like, damn, like, do your thing, do your thing. Aries is going to be in the background cheering on for Leos while the other side is like, she thinks she all that. He think he all that. Aries are very outgoing, they're very spontaneous, and they're very good on communication. You know, there's one thing we Leos love. We love somebody that know how to communicate. A lot of y'all don't know how to communicate when you're communicating with people. It doesn't even have to be about zodiac signs. But when you communicate with somebody, it makes a big difference when you don't communicate or you don't know how to communicate. See, we Leos are very blunt, so we're gonna say we're not gonna be. I want y'all to understand the difference between blunt and rude. We're not rude. We will actually just say how we feel. That's just how it is. We don't feel the need to sugarcoat. Is what I'm trying to say. So other people may take it as we're being rude or we're being mean or we're doing too much. Aries take it differently, like she just being herself or she just expressing herself. He's expressing himself. He's just being real. Aries are not sensitive, whiny little bitches. You know what I'm saying? Because some of you water signs are just sensitive, whiny little bitches, but Aries are not. They're not on that. I can immediately tell when a person's Aries because the Aries got a stance to their body, a fighting stance. Y'all know every Aries. I know every Aries that y'all know, I'm pretty sure they can fight like a motherfucker. And they're very outgoing. So as soon as a person is talking to me and we're just bonding and I just met you, like, you my cashier, we laughing and shit and we talking and we making jokes. Like, are you an Aries? They be like, yep. Say, I knew it. Aries and Leos are in for the long haul. These are the type of people. See, Aries and Leos, even though y'all say they're cheaters, but they'll never cheat on each other. Because their communication is so good. If I feel like I gotta cheat on you, Aries, I'm just gonna tell you and I wanna leave you alone. I'm pretty sure Aries will do the same thing for Leo. But y'all other signs, y'all can't take it when people tell you the truth. So then we feel like we have to cheat. I feel like Aries can't get out of a relationship with some of y'all because they know that it's gonna hurt y'all feelings. They can't say what they really want to say without y'all taking the wrong way. When Leos and Aries communicate, I don't take what Aries say the wrong way. And I hope Aries don't take what Leos say the wrong way. So these are two very passionate signs. So y'all know the bedroom is going to be, oh my goodness, like, it's going to be amazing. Aries also has a lot of stamina like Leo. So just prepare to be like making love all fucking night until the sun come up and then doing it some more. So Aries and Leos understand that space is good in a relationship as well. So you don't have to worry about smothering each other because Aries and Leo's not on that. If you want to go out with your friends, go ahead, just have fun. And Aries are the same way. As long as these two stay respectful to each other and understand that everything doesn't have to be an argument and learn how to control the temper when it comes to arguments, this is fucking perfect. Like, this is a match made in heaven.
Like, Rams is cool and I like them. Like, just aesthetically they look good together, but as far as like just cultures and things that they have in common, I think that Bowman was the one for her. He was the right person for her. He just fit her aesthetic, like, in life. Her, not her personal aesthetic, but just her being a military brat, her just all the different things about her. Like, he's the right person for her, and all she did with this man was sleep with him. So she was so demonetized that she just could not see that, like, it's more to that. And the crazy thing is, people get on these shows not for the like one-on-one or sexual attraction. They get on these shows to make true connections with people because what you were doing in the real world was not working. You're supposed to dig deep here. And I think that she was just so, like, driven by how fine, like, just she heard his voice. Now, she didn't see him, but I think that, like, the fact that she heard his voice, and I think something about his aura just made her attracted to him. I don't think she chose Rams because of his morals or because of what was inside or all of these things. You know what I'm saying? I think there was some sort of attraction and chemistry, just off a conversation, because that flirtatious energy is an MFer. But her and the other guy seemed like they had, like, more of a mature relationship and they're, had common interests. I feel as though she should have been with him, in my opinion. And a lot of what, like, he's very dismissive. When she was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to use a condom, he was like, Rams was dismissive about it. He acknowledged that she understands, like, oh, I know all of that and what it can do on your body. But when she says condoms, then all of a sudden, no, I can't use a condom. Like, F your body if it's not enjoyable for me. Like, what? I didn't like that. I didn't like just how, he was putting her down. To even agree to be in the military is a big deal. A lot of people don't agree to do that. The fact that she did that and serving the country, doing what a lot of citizens are not willing to do, I think is a very beautiful thing. And yes, there's a lot that comes with that, but it was her choice and she made it the best she could. And she doesn't regret it. She got military friends. I don't like how he just made her shame about that. I feel like that's going to be a bigger issue later on, and how he arrives in things and how, how just the back and forth between them. I just don't think he respects that piece of her, and it's a large piece of her. And I think, like, it's going to be hard for them. Okay. And I love them, like, together they are very beautiful, but I just think that they just don't have, like, common backgrounds and their wants and needs in life and just where they stand in life politically and everything else. It just is not in alignment. They just are very different in the important stuff. And the important stuff is the scariest thing. Because if you guys are not the same, like, y'all don't have the same pizza, y'all don't have the same, y'all wear y'all hair different, y'all families are different, that's fine. Even difference to a certain degree, like, oh, my mom wakes up at night, your mom wakes up in the morning, just stupid stuff. I'm just using random stuff. That's cool. But when we're talking about these life decision stuff, if we don't find common interest or we can't come together in this place, in this way, no, we're not. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I just think that the other guy was a better choice for her than Rams, in my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. Bye-bye.